5 years ago, I didn't have the conversations that I have now about technology. And those conversations really were not initiated as much by the teachers as they were by the students who come into our door and have a ready knowledge of how technology helps with their own learning, which is an amazing conversation to have with an 8-year-old. So because of that, we started to really embed technology in the classroom. And right now we're in our second year of having a one-to-one program in 5th grade. And every day I see that it transforms what happens for instruction.
I've been using a program called Khan Academy, and I've seen in my students that I teach really a big bump, not only in their achievement, but also I'm seeing students are much more motivated and engaged with the content than they have been in the past. Probably the biggest value for me is I can use Khan Academy in my classroom for a huge differentiation piece. I'm able to have students all over the spectrum of the different skills that I teach, and it's all happening simultaneously. And students get instant feedback, and I can see, as a teacher, they sign up as for my name as to be their coach. I get full stats on all the skills that they're acquiring. I also get, through looking at their daily status and their weekly progress, I can find out exactly which skills students are having difficulty with and need to practice. So I can target that area individually for that one student or for that small cluster of students who need help in that one area. Without the use of this one-to-one computer access that I've benefited from in the last 3 years, the classroom instruction would look drastically different. I wouldn't have the ability to send people to all these different places constantly at all at the same time. And I think differentiation would really look a lot different.
The use of technology has become a very intricate part of our curriculum. And in 5th grade we have one-to-one computers for every student, and it's been very beneficial. The kids in my classroom use it in language arts on a daily basis. They come in and that's how they do their morning warm-up. And we use Google Docs quite a bit. And I put their warm-up in what's called a Google form, which gives them instant feedback. I use a script called Flubaroo, and I put the answers in, and as soon as the kids are finished and the entire group is finished, I can, install the script, send them their grades through email. They can even see particularly which items they missed with the correct answers. And they're very excited. They're usually asking me, have you sent it yet? Have you sent it yet? So they get excited about that.
The one-to-one situation for us has been a wonderful experience. It almost feels like it is imperative for us. I think especially at this age, the students are still working on computing skills and being familiar with the computers, and having the opportunity to be working with computers every day in different situations, whether it's on the internet or it is typing or researching. Those types of things at this level have been such a good experience for them to become better and more proficient by the time they leave us and move into the middle school. I feel like my classroom is never closed. So because they've used it in my classroom and they go home and they can get on at home, they can email me at any time and ask questions. I'm working on this project, I had some extra time, so I wanted to research at home, and what do you think of this? And they'll shoot me an email and let me know. And just having that opportunity of every day being comfortable with the computers and understanding that how the communication works with having access to technology at all times has really been a growing experience for them and really been beneficial.
I am really excited next year to have the opportunity to have a laptop for all of my students. A 5th grade teacher, Cindy Atkins, is going to be moving down to 4th grade, and she has been using this technology already, and she's already shared with me some of the great things that she is doing, and I can't wait to try those out. In the real world, we're expected to collaborate with one another. We're expected to do instant research. And those are things that I feel like our students are missing out on because we don't have the technology for every student to be able to do that. So next year I really hope to expand upon those opportunities for my students. I'm excited to work on it, and I can't wait to see what the year brings.
there have been a few times in my life that I have been able to be a member of such a changing society as now in technology. And it is fascinating to watch how learning is being impacted every day with the use of technology. That started with 5th grade in our building. But then the next thing I thought to myself was, well, what about 3rd graders? And people started to have some doubts of, oh, when you're 8, you don't have the ability to have the keyboarding skills or to use a mouse to navigate it. So we were able to outfit one of the classes, Steve Seeger's class, with a set of netbooks just to see what would happen. And what we found out was that if I raise the expectations, if I put the task in front of them, 3rd graders can absolutely do the same thing with technology that our 5th graders are doing. So it started to change the way that teachers in this building started to think about technology and what it could do to aid the instructional purposes for what we're trying to design. And in that way, it's interesting to think about the future. And what would happen is 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders had access to technology on a regular basis. How much learning could take place, and in what ways could we differentiate? Because students are able to research and produce in ways that they can't when they just have paper and pencil. It's a fascinating time to be in education.